What is a toxic work environment? Have you ever worked at a company where you had a manager that was harassing, was intimidating, was bullying, that created an environment where no one wanted to come to work, you including yourself, where they were micromanaging, everything you did was wrong, they were, perhaps writing you up for everything. You just did not feel good in that environment. That could be considered a toxic environment. In some cases, the toxicity can be so bad that employees file an EEOC complaint. I wanted to talk about this in relation to the Tyler Perry situation. Again, this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I don't know any parties. I don't have any skin in the game. And these are all allegations at this point. But again, from my professional experience, I have over 25 years in HR. I am certified. I've taught at 2 major universities, and I've done many EEOC investigations at all levels of organizations, work with attorneys in filing on behalf of the employer. So I come from the HR perspective, and I want to make that very clear. And in a toxic environment, you feel that you are not able to be your best self. You're not able to advance. There may be some favoritism, with other employees, that you feel that they're getting something that you're not getting, that you're not giving the best assignments, depends on your work environment. It's very important that everyone, when they go to work, they want to be there. They're excited about work. They're excited about the, team that they work with. They want to feel comfortable. Keyword, comfortable going to their manager and saying, hey, or their boss or CEO, whomever, whatever the reporting structure, I'm having an issue. Are you able to help me resolve this issue? If it's a personal issue, maybe not so much, but the manager would refer them to the benefits offered by the company through HR. Or if it's a performance issue, are there resources that you can provide to me? Are there training courses? Are there seminars? So there's so many different things and so many obligations and responsibilities that are put on the shoulders of a manager. For those of you, again, my messages are to the young folks. If you're in, corporate world for the first time, from high school to college, from high school to the work world, or from college, this is your first real job, so to speak. Sometimes things start out very innocently, but it can escalate very quickly. It could be an innocent comment. It could be an innocent joke. It could be an innocent reference, but sometimes certain situations can escalate very quickly. My advice to you is to report it or go to your HR and discuss it with HR. That's what HR is there for. I know a lot of times people don't like HR, but HR serves a purpose. Believe it or not, and contrary to popular belief, we are there, we serve a purpose, and we do welcome you coming to us. You may not get the outcome that you want, but if you at some point feel that you're in a hostile work environment, you may have to file an EEOC. The first question that EEOC will ask, did you go to HR? And they'll say, what is your policy on, hostile work environment, harassing? What are your policy? What are your company policies? Did you follow the proper protocol? And so I'm coming today to, just ask the question, have you ever been in a toxic environment? I would love to know, share in the comments if you have. Give us a brief description if it was resolved or if you just left the company. In the case of, again, this lawsuit with Mr. Tyler Perry and Mr. Derek Dixon, in my opinion, again, educational purposes only, allegations at this point, he filed, stating to the EEOC, saying that he had been sexually harassed, and he left the company saying that, under, it's called, and I've talked about this before, constructive discharge. The environment was so toxic, so pervasive that he could no longer handle it. He literally moved cross country from what is being reported. So, again, let's hope that you never have that extreme situation. Again, I've done so many investigations. Things happen. We're all human. Again, Mr. Tyler Perry has done so much good in the community, but at the same time, as a manager, there's a different level of responsibility as a business owner. Certain things, you can and cannot do, and should not do, and should know not to do. So again, I hope that they're able to resolve it, both parties, agreeing to it. Again, my professional experiences working with these type of cases, they will probably settle, maybe not at the amount that Mr. Dixon is asking for. It's a huge number, but there are certain things that he is entitled to. And again, the lawyers will hash it out. I'm not an attorney, but again, I've worked closely with attorneys with investigations, EEOC complaints, civil lawsuits. This is a civil matter. It's not a criminal. It's a civil matter because it happened in the workplace. It is a civil matter, and two things can be true at the same time. You can be a good person, do a lot of good things, but you can also have another side of you that you do other things. As a manager, 3 takeaways. Do not text message employees if at all possible, and if you do, keep it professional. 2, maintain boundaries with employees. Limit the contact, especially if there's drinking going on. Do not invite employees to your home because that's a recipe for disaster. And employees don't go to managers' homes. That's unless it's a company party. And that happens. So what's been alleged, some of the situations are not uncommon where at a Christmas party your manager has a huge house, they invite everyone over, but you have to draw that line. Again, the high responsibilities on the part of the manager because you hold the key to the status and the advancement or termination, hiring and firing of employees. That is your role as a manager. So you have a greater responsibility to do the right thing at all times. So communication, boundaries, and the third thing for employees, document. And managers, be aware that employees are documenting, they're recording, they're keeping everything. Nowadays you can't delete. You can delete text messages, you can delete emails, but that stuff is all retrievable. We know with the way advancements in technology, everything is retrievable. So Professor BJ here, that's my advice. If you're in a toxic work environment, managers, be aware, do the right thing. Employees, be alert. Don't overlook red flags and report it to HR. Thank you.